Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and today we just arrived in Valladolid in Mexico. We are staying here for 5 nights. Tomorrow we are going to Chichen Itza, but I thought I would show you the centre of Valladolid all in one video over the next couple of days. So I'm wearing my hat because it is so hot here. Okay, I was just saying it's about 30 degrees and it's really sunny and I'm scared to burn my face. It feels a bit like Sri Lanka and India, where we would like go out in the morning, sit inside during the middle of the day because it was absolutely fucking boiling, and then go out again in the evening. So I think it might be similar here. So I do have my big like Dora the Explorer hat on, even though we're in the city centre. I'm gonna put my sunnies on and let's go and explore, if I can put these on, Valladolid. Okay, so right off the bat, the first thing I can tell you about Valladolid is that it's really colourful. We were sat on the bus coming through and there's just so many beautiful coloured buildings. So be prepared to see a lot of colourful buildings in this vlog. I absolutely love it, so beautiful. The other thing, it took us an hour and a half via the bus. We got a bus with ADO, it's a company in this part of Mexico. It took about an hour and a half, but actually we went back an hour. So we're on the bus for an hour and a half, but we're actually only half an hour ahead. No, an hour ahead. No, an hour behind. There we go, we get there in the end. The last thing I wanted to tell you is that most people stop here to go to Chichen Itza for a day trip because it's only 40 minutes away and you're better off leaving here super early, getting there at 8 AM, and then I think all the tour buses arrive at like 9 and 10. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow, but actually from looking online it looks like a really nice place to spend a couple of days. So we are staying 5 nights, which should give us enough time to walk around and look at the churches and the buildings and try lots of different food. And yeah, I'm really excited to be here. It seems like quite a cute, colourful place. So hopefully we have a lovely time and I'll be able to show you around and show you everything that we see and do. Okay, so this is where we're getting lunch today. El Tigrillo tacos. Okay, so we've ordered a sandwich each and a taco each, and I think there's only one type of meat, so it should be delicious. Generally when places do one food, it's amazing because they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, food was incredible at this place. I will say the bread got soggy quickly because obviously the meat was so marinated and so soft, the bread went soggy, so I didn't finish mine, but it was incredible. We are now going to walk down a really cute road and go to a cafe to get some work done, but let me just show you around where we are right now because it is gorgeous. So this is exactly what I thought Mexico would look like, very colourful, very bright, lots of different colours everywhere. There's also street vendors there selling fruit, so I might grab some mango or whatever he's got. It looks good, but it is so colourful and so lovely. Okay, so we've come to this fruit stand to get some mango. It's 40 for a tub, which is going to be delicious. Okay, those first couple of pieces of mango were absolutely delicious, probably some of the best mango I've ever had. So sour and so delicious. Anyway, we're now walking down this road. It's meant to be one of the most beautiful roads in Valladolid, but there's a cafe down here, but apparently it's meant to be super beautiful in terms of the architecture and the colours and things like that. Jeremy's now enjoying some mango. Is it good? So this is that beautiful road. There are cars coming down, so you do have to be careful walking in the middle like I am. But I want to be able to see both sides, and wow, it's so pretty here. Okay, so this is the cafe we're going to go in for a couple of hours and get some work done. It's called ConKafecito, and we're going to go in and get some work done. Okay guys, so we have been working from 2:30 until 5:30, so 3 hours, getting lots of work done, which is great. We are currently walking down to a church and we are hoping we can see a little bit more of Valladolid before kind of it gets too dark. So we're just on our way down there now. It is also spitting a little bit, so I'm not sure how long we'll be out for, but this place is so colourful. It's actually really nice this time of day as well. Earlier I was absolutely fucking boiling, but it's cooled down a bit now, which is lovely, so I'll show you around. Okay, so we have come to the convent. I think we're going to have a quick look inside. There's lots of children here, so I'm not sure if it's also a school. I don't know, but we're going to have a quick look in. I'm sure we'll be back another day. Okay, that is bloody beautiful. Let's walk a little bit closer. So I'm not at all religious, but I absolutely love churches and temples. I just think there's always so much like beauty and decoration and colours and design, and every single one is different as well, which I love. They all have their own unique like characteristics and things, but this is stunning. And also the ceiling up there. Wow, that's cool. So let me tell you, while we're walking out of the convent, that Valladolid feels so safe. It feels so nice and like a smaller town compared to Cancun and Tulum even. So it feels really, really safe. It feels really lovely. Everybody's really friendly. So far, good impressions of Valladolid, apart from the fact that I never remember what it's called. I always forget, but no, it's lovely here. So it's obviously not sunset yet, but you can see the lights are starting to come on. So pretty. Good morning, it is 10 to 8 and we've just arrived at Chichen Itza. So the Collectivo taxi thing took about 50 minutes. We have arrived. Jeremy is in the queue over here somewhere. So we're queuing up now to get tickets. We are here just before it opens, so I think once it opens we'll just be able to go straight through because we're one of the first people in line. But there's already a lot of people here. We're hoping that if we can come here between 8 and like 10, and I think the big groups of buses come at like 9 or 10 o'clock. So hopefully we'll miss all of that. There are official guides as well in case you want to do that. And this is the queue for the entrance. Okay, it's 8:15 and we've just got inside. I did have to pay 50,000 to put my mini microphones, 50 pesos, sorry, in a small locker. So Jeremy said to me beforehand, they're not allowed, you should hide it, and I was going to put it in my bag and didn't really think I'd have to pay. So if you do bring little microphones, put them in your pockets or something. He said I could have put it in the car, but obviously we don't have a car because we came in the taxi. So yeah, that is something that's a little bit of a pain. But anyway, we're in, so we're walking down the path now to get into Chichen Itza. So we didn't pay for a tour guide, but I've just heard someone say that this is part of the outer wall. And anyway, this is what it's like walking through. There's obviously groups of individuals, but there's also guides with these white shirts on. It was a 1,500, was it? 1,500 for a private tour for the group. We decided not to do that. So this is the map. We are here. That's the big pyramid. There's also a cenote, which we might go and see. Yeah, let's go. There's a big pyramid here. I can see it behind the trees. So we have just walked all the way around the El Castillo, which is the main pyramid, and it's interesting to see that two facades are quite well maintained and they've been reconstructed and they look in really good quality, and the other two are a little bit more dishevelled and a little bit kind of dilapidated. So it's really interesting to see how it's looked when it's restored, but also how it would have looked ages ago. But yeah, it's fascinating. It's such a huge building and there's so much kind of history there in terms of the astrology and mathematics. Oh my god, got there in the end. It is still early, guys, my brain is not fully working, but yeah, it's amazing. It's such a huge structure, and I'd seen this image online. I've seen people going to this place before, but I'd never heard of the Maya. I'd never kind of learnt about that at school. We'd obviously learned about the Egyptians, but I did a lot of history about English history, like the kings and queens and the Tudors and whatever else it was. I didn't ever learn much about global history, so I'm sort of learning as we go. Jeremy was really interested to come here and really excited, so it is amazing, and it's quite a feat of engineering. It's beautiful. So we're in the part where they would play ball games, and as far as I understand they would get into two teams and they would use their hips and their elbows to get a ball through that hoop, which is crazy. Oh, and a bat also, because that is so high. And if you can see compared to those people, like, it's really high. How on earth are you getting a ball in that tiny hoop there? I have no idea, but it's really fascinating. Apparently Quidditch was inspired by this game as well, and this is, I think, the biggest preserved ball game space in this area of Mexico. There's also lots of carvings on the walls. So this is the hoop where they had to put the ball in, and this is a skull because they used to do human sacrifices for sometimes the losers but also sometimes the winners. And then you can see also this is what they would look like. They'd have a big jaguar head mask thing, and they'd have bats as well. And these are kind of, there's 6 of these along the walls, so 3 on each side, one at here, one in the middle, and then one at the end. And then same on the other side, so where those people are, and then the other one is there. This is such a big area and it's also really, really echoey. So if you stand especially in the middle here and clap your hands or shout, you can hear a really good echo. So I've just filmed that, so I'm going to pop it in now so you can see that. So I don't know if you could hear that, but you can hear it echo. So I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear it echo all the way back there and come all the way back again. I hope that picked up on video because that was pretty cool to watch. Wow, this is really cool. So there's these painted wooden sculptures, but this one in particular shows what the games would have looked like. So we just read on one of the signs that these are eagles and they're holding human hearts. Well, obviously meant to represent that so that people kind of are scared, I guess. Was it an intimidation thing?
Sacrifice.
Yeah, for the human.
Like the jaguar and the eagles were gods for them. So they're sacrificing human body to please the gods, basically.
And then, as far as I understand, this wall shows skulls, and I'm not sure if this is a replication or if it would have been skulls on top, but either way they had skulls on sticks like this, and I think it would go above, and that was kind of like a power play in terms of like if you don't win or if you do, you know, bad things, you're going to end up like this. That was like a power thing that they did. So this one shows a person carrying a human head, so that would have been some sort of sacrifice there, but the walls are really, really decorated. Guys, this place is huge. We are still walking around. I think we've probably seen about half of it by now. We've been here for about 2 hours. So it's very, very big. You need to spend a lot of time here. I'm getting a sore back. It's also starting to rain. I did bring my rain jacket because I looked at the weather, so make sure you check the weather before you come, just in case. But it is cool. It's way bigger than I was expecting, especially with things like these forests. It's really beautiful. So this guy is making the masks by hand. Wow. So we are walking to the cenote and there is a whole road full of stands selling clothing, t-shirts, masks, Baby Yoda t-shirts, statues, loads of different things, hammocks even. So if you do want to do some shopping, they keep saying $1, $1. So I think it's cheap here. Although I have no idea how they're getting them so cheap. But yeah, a whole road full of crap. Tourist crap, if that's what you're into. Okay, so we've made it to one of the cenotes. It is down there, you can just about see some water here. It is also starting to rain. So I do have my rain jacket on, looking super cute. I'm hoping to walk around a little bit further and see a little bit more of the water, hopefully. So a lot of the shops, like the market holders, the market holders here, sell these things that sounds like jaguars, which was what you just heard, and they also sell bird things. So if you're walking around and you think you hear a jaguar, it's just either the people selling these things or the people buying these things. There isn't actually jaguars here, but it took me a little while to figure out what the fuck was going on because it was so loud. So just for a bit of info, they do also have these kind of straw top buildings that are selling coconuts, crisps, drinks, food, that kind of thing. We are currently walking down this way to go to the last couple of buildings, and then I think we are nearly done. We also just witnessed them doing a traditional dance and it was incredible, like the outfits and the costumes and... So I hope you enjoyed that, but yeah, that was really, really fun. I'm glad we managed to see that. It happened at about 11 AM. So I wonder if that happens a couple of times throughout the day, I'm not sure, but definitely at 11 AM is when it happened today. In all honesty, we've been here over 3 hours and we've still not finished. So I am getting a little bit done. I mean, it is really cool. Like this one's really different to everything else we've seen. This one's called Coracal or something because it's like a snail shell because it's got a spiral staircase. So it is really cool architecture. It's definitely worth coming. 3 hours is a lot though, guys. So this was another ball game and it's being restored, so that's why it looks newer. But this was another game like the sort of Quidditch one that we saw earlier. Okay guys, we have finally finished. It's just gone midday, so we've been here just under 4 hours. Like, we literally got here at 8 but actually started at like 8:15, so 4 hours to do the whole thing. It's a lot of steps, about 10,000 steps so far, but we finished. Jeremy really enjoyed it because he was really excited to come anyway. I did enjoy it. I'm glad I came. It was a long 4 hours. I think is a lot of walking, but glad we came. It's a kind of a once in a lifetime kind of thing, so really enjoyed it. But now I'm just going to get back on the Collectivo taxi thing, head back home and chill out this afternoon. So hi guys, today is day 3 in Valladolid. So yesterday we went to Chichen Itza. So today is day 3. The plan is to walk around, go to a cafe and work, and then walk around a bit more. So I've got my backpack with me today. I usually take my little small cute shoulder bag, but actually if we walk around for a couple of hours with my laptop, iPad, chargers, Kindle, camera, everything else, it gets really heavy. So I'm looking a bit like an actual tourist geek today, but that's fine. Let me just show you quickly. So this is the setup. I know, I couldn't look any more like a tourist if I tried. But I am wearing my Vivo barefoot shoes, which I really like. Some trousers from Anthropology from years ago. This top is from H&M. I've also got it in white. I've got my camera and lens, and then obviously my vlogging setup, which now includes these Rode mics, so like an actual pro, sunglasses from the market, and then my backpack with my Life Straw water bottle, and then I've got a jumper in there, laptop, iPad, all the rest of it. So I'm looking very touristy today, but I'm hoping to get some nice videos and some nice photographs for you guys. So something I'm noticing, oh, Jeremy yawning in the background. Something I'm noticing that I love here in Mexico, but particularly here, is all the handwritten signs. So these are all hand painted, and there's loads of them all around, lots of different colours, lots of different buildings, and they're so pretty. So I'm going to photograph a couple right now. I might show you some as well on video, but rather than having like a plastic sign or a metal sign, they're all hand painted, and I think it's lovely. So here's the one that was just behind me. I hope you can hear me with the traffic. I'm using my mic, so hopefully you can hear. But I just think it's so pretty. And also the decoration around the windows. And then there's that one. There's also that one down there, which is the same as the other one. And then even across the street over there, on the white building, but also on the greenish blue building. And even here, I hope you can see that because of the shade. So it's just really lovely that there's loads of handwritten signs versus kind of plastic and metal. Okay, so we are on Calle 37 at the intersection of Calle 44, if you ever come here. It is so pretty. So many gorgeous colours and just life happening. And then even down here, if I zoom in as well, oh, it's just so pretty. Okay, I've just stopped in the middle of the street being like, look at that wall, and Jeremy's like, yeah, it's a wall. But I just love all the different colours and different layers. I didn't realise this was a church. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. And also there's loads of flowers there, and there's loads of these colourful decorations, and also loads of chairs. So I wonder if there was a wedding yesterday. Oh, it's gorgeous. This square is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I said to Jeremy I'd love to come back without all these chairs and these, but I think there's things on until the 5th of February, something Jeremy said. So hopefully when you come they won't have all the chairs, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And even just around here, like there's the green building, the orange building, there's a yellow water fountain, there's also this yellow building, I'm not entirely sure what that is, all these chairs again. But then over here, obviously ignore the Coca-Cola things. But yeah, it's just gorgeous. That shade of yellow with the green and the trees and things, absolutely beautiful. Look at this dentist, guys. Look at the sign. And then this is the waiting area inside. Anyway, we're walking along here. The big square is over there somewhere, so we're heading that direction. Okay, so we've arrived at Parque Francisco Cantón Rosado. There's the English here if you want to pause and read, but it's a really beautiful park with a water fountain in the middle. There's loads of seating, loads of trees, so you can sit and kind of in the sun or in the shade. They also have these really cute conversation chairs where you kind of sit facing different directions and you can sit and chat to each other. Loads of buildings around the outside, like restaurants, hotels, that kind of thing. And then this side, is the big Catholic church, and I love churches with palm trees. I don't know why, it's so aesthetic. Absolutely love it. I'm not sure if we're allowed in. We'll go and have a look maybe. Guys, we have come in the church and then he locked the door behind us. So we've been locked in a church. No, I'm being dramatic. I think there's an exit down here, but that was quite funny. He kind of let us both squeeze in and then close the door behind us. But it's beautiful. It's very tall. It's just white walls. There obviously are some... He's closing more doors. There obviously are some statues and artifacts and things like that, but it's beautiful. And there's a big dome as well. So this is the view. And like I said, there's just plain white walls, but then there are things like that as well in the archways. And then there's a big dome here. So I'm going to go under there because I love domes. Okay, so the reason he locked us in is because he was closing the doors at 12. He gave us 3 minutes to look around and then he's actually closed this door. So it closes at 12 on a Monday, or at least it closed today at 12. So just bear that in mind when we go in the morning if you want to have a proper look around. So we walked behind the church and we're now walking to another church. And this town, city, I don't know, is so bloody beautiful. I absolutely love it here. It's so colourful. All the buildings are different and they all have their own unique thing, but they're all kind of similar as well. And a lot of them have these things above the windows where it's like a certain shape. And this one in particular looks like curtains. It's just so lovely. Okay, so this is the other church we've walked to. It looks closed, I don't think we'll be able to go in, but it's lovely from the outside. And just next to the church there on the right, so almost in front of it, there's like a park or a square here with trees and seating, playground for kids, more beautiful coloured buildings. And something me and Jeremy have noticed is that the colourful buildings spread all the way through the city. It's not just like the two streets where the church is, or like the main, tourist streets. The whole of the city is really, really colourful. Even when you come a little bit further out like here, there's still bright coloured buildings, so it is just the way it is. It's not like a tourist attraction or like they're putting it on, just to get people here or something. It's just really nice. So this dog is following us because it saw us and Jeremy started talking to it, and then I just stopped to put my camera away and it stopped to wait with us. So I think we've now adopted a dog. Jeremy! So we are going to the same place that we went to the first day, where we had the meat on the side of the street. I'm going to get tacos this time because I didn't like the bread going soggy. But you can hear the banging. I don't know what it is. It sounds like fireworks, but I don't know why they're doing fireworks at this time of day. But anyway, so we're going to get some food from here, which was really good the other day. And we haven't really found anywhere else to eat, to be honest. So this is where we came the other day and we've ordered food. I ordered 3 tacos and Jeremy's ordered a taco and a sandwich. Okay, food has arrived. Jeremy got a sandwich, like I said, and then I got 3 tacos and Jeremy got 1. So we're going to enjoy this and then I'll chat to you later. Okay, so we have just finished lunch. It was delicious, like it was the other day. I got 3 tacos, Jeremy got a taco and a sandwich, and it cost us 115 pesos, which is around €6.20, something like that. So super affordable, really, really delicious, and yeah, it was really good. We are now making our way back down to the cafe that we went to the other day to get some work done for a couple of hours because we've both got quite a bit to get going on with. Yeah, going back to that cafe, I think it was like ConKafecito or something like that. Going back there, so I'll chat to you probably when we finish work. Hi guys, it's now 4:15. We've been working since about 1:15, something like that. So about 3 hours, been getting lots of good stuff done. We have come back out onto this beautiful kind of touristy street and we're going to go back to the convent, was it, that we saw a couple of days ago, because obviously the other day we came and it was raining a little bit and it was getting dark. So we do have a little bit of time now before it gets dark and it's not raining, which is great. So we're going to have a proper look around, get some snaps, and yeah, I'll show you what we get up to. Okay, so we've made it back to this sign. The other day it was kind of spitting and it was also kind of dark, so we couldn't really see the letters. But I thought we could have a look up close. So that, I guess that's one of the Maya things with the head. Second one is the Spanish invaders. Third one is the religion. And also these this is really good representation of all the clothes and the fabrics and things that are around here, and obviously the church thing. What's this one, the second L? Mary and Jesus? Don't know about that one. Maybe something about Mexico. Is that the church in town? Yeah, that looks like the church in town. The next one, I don't know the relevance of that one, I'm afraid. Okay, so the eagle and I'm glad Jeremy's here, guys. The eagle and the jaguar are the two kind of symbols of the Mayan people. So that's that. The L, that must be something to like a Mexican tradition, because that's the Mexican clothing that you see.
Well, that looks like the stuff you do at the wedding.
Yeah, it looks like a maypole dance. The I think that's from the water fountain actually that we saw today in the park. And then the D is obviously the cenotes. So it's really cool to show a little bit of history, a little bit of culture, a little bit of everything to do with Valladolid. So really enjoy that, that's really cool. And obviously you got the convent behind, which is what we went into the other day. This looks so pretty, especially with the afternoon sun hitting it like this. It makes it nice and warm. And with the shadows and things, it's beautiful. And especially now, because when we came the other day, it was full of people and kids and things. It's nice and quiet, and there's not many people here. Just a little bit of information there about the convent if you do want to pause and read. But it was constructed in 1552, and then the temple, convent and chapel were finished in 1560. And then in 1978, they were also did some restorations. But hopefully we'll be able to go in and actually explore it properly someday. So if I do, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's beautiful here. So we've come into this shop called La Troupe, and if this isn't me in a dress, I don't know what is. It's got a waistband. I think this is all hand embroidered. It's absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. But also, I would need to wear a top under this. But I think it's like, I don't know with this one, some of them are about 3,000. So that would be, so 2,500 is about 150 euros. So it's a little bit expensive for a dress, but it's one of those. You'd buy that and I would wear it all, well, I don't know if I'd wear it all the time actually, because it's just so beautiful. I wouldn't want to ruin it. So this is all, I guess, hand embroidered, but it's absolutely beautiful. And they've got loads of different colours like blues, pinks, reds, neutral shades like this. Is absolutely stunning. So they do cushion covers, which are all hand embroidered as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is where the kind of red section is, and that's where the beige was. Obviously by the time you probably come, I might have all changed. And then this is the store. It is so beautiful, so aesthetic, it's stunning. And then they've got more items here. So like I said, they do like different shades of blue. And I love these kind of Mexican embroidery, but a lot of the time they use like really neon colours. But this is just so delicate and so beautiful. That one's on the back. I also loved, I think it was, yeah, this one. Takes my breath away. I mean, as someone who loves textiles, that is absolutely dreamy. And that one as well. So that one, for example, is, let's see, that was 2,850. 150 euro. It's got nice see-through sleeves, and then it's quite a long dress, but wow, I love this shop. Okay, so for anybody interested, this is the card that she gave me. There's a store in Tulum, Playa del Carmen, and also Valladolid. There's the Instagram, Facebook, website, and email. So it's absolutely stunning. I am obsessed with this whole store. My mic has run out of battery, so I hope you've been hearing me speaking. I hope it's been okay, but if the audio is different, that's why. Guys, look at this cafe. And then I think there's a shop on the inside, but look at all those masks and crosses. My goodness. This is the name in case you want to come here and experience it for yourself. We're still on that same road. It's beautiful. So I just went into this store, absolutely gorgeous, like handmade pottery, dresses, hats, jewellery as well, really gorgeous earrings and things. The dresses were about 160 euros. They were about 2,900 pesos. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. There's about 3 or 4 shops down this road that I would highly recommend looking in if you want to get some beautiful pieces. I've just found this top, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a weaving down the middle, and then like the arms are this I don't know how to describe it, just absolutely gorgeous. So I guess it probably is a little bit more overpriced here because it's on this like famous street, but if you're not bothered about price, definitely recommend going to have a look. Okay, that's the food court where we ate the other day where it was absolutely chucking it down, and we've decided we're going to go down here and go to a gelato place and get an ice cream as like a 5 PM snack. Hi guys, so welcome to day 5 of our time in Valladolid. Yesterday I was absolutely exhausted because I didn't sleep the night before. As you can tell, I'm ill again, which is not great. I was like 99% well, and then I caught something again and I'm ill again. Yesterday we went around a local market and also just kind of walked around the streets. So I'm going to pop that footage in now so you can see that.
We wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Back to today. So today is day 5. It's our final day here in Valladolid. We are leaving tomorrow. And the last thing to do here is to go to the cenote that is right in the centre of town. We came here about half an hour ago and they said you can't go in right now, you have to come back in half an hour because they only let a certain amount of people in at a time so that it's not absolutely rammed. And I think you also have to wear life jackets as well. So Jeremy's just gone to get the tickets and we should be allowed in very, very soon. But I just wanted to kind of come on and say welcome to today, and I'm going to show you around the cenote a little bit. So there is a car park down there and there's also a restaurant. So it's called Zaci, I think Z-A-C-I. There's a restaurant and then the cenote has the same name. And then up here is where you kind of reserve your spot, and I think you pay for your tickets here as well. So I'm not sure what we're waiting for. I'm going to ask Jeremy, but we're about to go in. I'll show you this view over here actually, it's incredible. So we've obviously not been down yet, but this is what it looks like. So there's lots of different steps and lots of different places. Like there's some steps here, there's obviously the wooden steps there. And I think you can jump in. I think I just heard someone jump in, but I didn't see them. And it looks quite big, but I like the fact that they only let a certain amount of people in at a time. So it's not absolutely rammed and you can actually just swim and, you know, float around and jump in and things without it being too busy. So yeah, excited to get going and get inside. So we just paid 60 each, which is about €3.20, something like that. We got our life jackets and this is the way down. So Cenote Zaci, something like that. Gonna go down this way. Okay, this is a bit creepy. This is creepy AF. Okay, so like I said, it was 60 each and we get an hour in here. So it's now 2:30, we've got till 3:30. So Jeremy set an alarm so that we can not miss it. Wow, this is cool. Okay, I'm actually going to put you on wide angle here. This is incredible. Wow. Oh my god, you can jump from up there. I think she's about to do it. I'm going to have to do that even though I'm going to be screaming and terrified. Oh my god. Is she going? Don't know. Go on lady, you got this. Okay, I've walked around a bit more and she's still not gone. I'm going to be like this for sure. Okay, this view is insane. We're like in the cave. And there's the restaurant up there, the straw hut you can see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I started all the way over there. She's still not jumped in. This is totally going to be me. It's so funny. Go on, you got this girl. Okay, somebody else is going to jump instead. Oh my god, it looks terrifying. Wow. That's so cool. Okay, so there are two things that terrify me about this. The first thing is that because the water is so crystal clear, like when you have your feet down, you can see your feet immaculately in detail. There's like the water is so clear, but when you look down, especially in the middle, you can't see the bottom, it just goes into blue. So I've no idea what's under there, like any monsters or anything. And the second thing is that this could easily fall down and just like collapse and kill us all. So it's actually quite scary being here. I'm just having to do like a bit of a mind over matter thing and just be like, okay, don't think about that, we're fine. But anyway, I think Jeremy is about to jump off from here. I'm going to film him, and then I want to do the same as well. And I just want to get some videos of us like floating and having fun and things. We tried to get the GoPro working, but we can't open the battery case, and the battery that's in there is already out of battery. So we're hoping to try and get that open, but it's just not working. So we can't get GoPro footage, which is a shame, but we'll just have to get some iPhone footage and what we can, basically. Okay guys, Jeremy's about to jump in, he's over there somewhere. This guy. Eee! And then I'm going to do it, I think. Okay, I think he's going to go. Yeah? Okay. Oh God. Oh, bless him. So you can see there, you can see some of the rocks, and then it just goes to blue. Like it is just, whoa, deep dark blue. That scared me. So this woman I was filming earlier, she jumped in after about 10-20 minutes, and everyone in the cenote cheered at her. Everyone was like, woo, and like clapping and things. So she's trying again. I don't know if she'll go. Oh, no. Bless her. Anyway, I'm gonna have a go now.
You can do it. You've done scarier things in your life. 1, 2, 2 and a bit, 2 and a bit more. Nearly 3. Well done.
That was terrifying. Guys, I couldn't do it. The first one, I went up there to the top and I was like, no, it's too high. My legs were shaking so much. So I went down to the smaller one. Still took me ages to jump in. Did that one after I don't know how many minutes. A long time. And then I was like, right, I'm going to do the big one. So I walked all the way back up again to the top, and I was like, I can do this. I kept saying to myself, you can do hard things, you can do hard things. It's like my mantra to myself. And I got up there and I was like, it's just too high. I really just can't do it. It's just too scary. Like, I know I'd be fine. I know it's just water, but it is like heights scares me, falling scares me. So that was just a bit too much. So I did one of them, just not the high one. So yeah, bit of a fail. But never mind. I do my best. That's all we can do. So you know I said I was scared of it falling through. You can see there just how thin that is. So cool, well worth coming, especially only for like €3. Had a really good time. Really enjoyed that. Okay guys, so I wanted to give you a little bit of an update because I didn't talk to you after the cenote. It was lovely. It was so nice to go during the day. Like I said, we got there and then had to come back like 25 minutes later, which gave me time to get food, which I forgot to mention earlier, but I went to a local place and got some really meaty tacos. There was so much meat on there. It was delicious. I don't think I had a restaurant name. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But it was really good. The cenote was lovely. I was scared to jump in off the big one, as you saw, but I did the smaller one, so that was fine. But yeah, it was really nice, definitely worth going. You pay about €3, I think it was 60 each for about an hour each. And you get a life jacket and you can kind of leave your bag on the side, and it was safe and it was fine. It was really fun. We have been chilling. I don't think I've told you, but we're doing Spanish every day. We're doing about an hour a day, and we're using a website called Rocket Language. And this is not sponsored or anything at all, but we've been using it every day, and so far I'm enjoying it. I do sometimes just feel a bit tired of just like, oh, I can't be bothered to learn Spanish, but we're going to be in Spanish speaking countries the whole year, and then maybe even at some point moving to a Spanish speaking country. So I do think it's worth learning, but I think there's only one day we haven't done it so far because I was really ill or tired or something, but otherwise we've done it every day, and it's been really good learning a new language and kind of pushing ourselves a little bit and learning different words, and then also trying to use those words the next day when we're like out and about and talk to people. So it's been really good. Okay, so this evening we went out for dinner. We went to a food truck that's literally just outside where we're staying. We've seen it a couple of times and haven't gone yet, so decided to go there tonight, and it was incredible food. Jeremy had, do you remember what it was called? Quesadilla, and it's basically a mix between a taco and a quesadilla. Yeah, it looked really, really good. I just had 2 tacos, but they were absolutely stuffed full of meat. So good. I will leave the name down below if I can find. I think Jeremy found it on Google Maps and they had really good reviews. Was incredible. And then at 9 p.m. at the Convent every single night there is a light show where they basically flash lights on the whole convent, and they do it once in Spanish at 9 o'clock and then once in English at 9:20. So it lasts about 18 minutes. There was a couple of minutes in between. Lasts about 18 minutes. So 9 p.m. for Spanish and 9:20 for English. It was so good. The lights were amazing, telling all the different story about Valladolid, which I've learned is actually called Valladolid or Valladolid, something like that, if you have the Spanish accent. This place used to be called Zaci by the Mayan people, and that's why the cenote is called Cenote Zaci, because that was the name of this town before the Spanish came over and conquered and all the rest of it. But it was really interesting, especially having it in both Spanish and English. Highly recommend. And then we decided to walk to the main square just to kind of see it at night time. We had no particular plans. We got there at about 5 to 10 and we noticed lots of people were sat down. So we were like, oh, okay, I wonder if there's something going on. Asked somebody, and there was a light show at 10 o'clock as well. So if you want to do that, the Spanish one at 9, the English one at 9:20 at the convent, and then walk over about 5-10 minutes, whatever it is, to the main square. And if you sit by the cathedral, you can watch the light show there. I'm going to pop this one on screen because I filmed vertical rather than horizontal because we were quite close to where it was being shown. We were quite close to the building and I didn't want to use a wide angle lens. We sat under the trees initially. I got shat on. So then we moved, so the video is a little bit different. We moved and sat on the floor, so don't sit under the trees because you might get shat on as well. But yeah, it was so good. Like the audio and the visuals, it was just so amazing. So we have thoroughly enjoyed Valladolid. It has been such a surprise. Like we were a little bit nervous to come to Mexico because you hear stories about people getting like held up by the police or held up by gangs and like robbed at gunpoint and like all these different things. And so far it has just been wonderful. We've felt so safe. We've had a really good time. Everyone's so friendly, but especially here, I think Cancun and Tulum are very touristy. Not in a bad way, just really touristy, whereas here you can really get a feel of the local life, and there obviously are a couple of posh hotels like on the square and things like that. There's obviously nice restaurants, but you can easily find really good local food. You can stay in Airbnbs like we are doing, and it has just been honestly really nice. I've really enjoyed just walking around the streets. I do get lost because every single street looks the same because they're all just like colourful, wonderful buildings, but it all looks the same here. But I've really enjoyed it, and I've said to Jeremy it's actually probably one of my favourite places we've ever been. And if we ever find ourselves where we're like, oh, we need to hang out for 3 months, I would for sure come back here. Really enjoyed it. Would highly recommend. So I hope you enjoyed this video, a little look at Valladolid, all the different things to do. If you did, make sure you subscribe if you are new around here. I would love that. I'd love to grow my channel a little bit more this year, especially as we're going to be traveling even more. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. We're going to Merida tomorrow, so that'll be the next vlog. Bye.